जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन बल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन बल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय जशोदानंदन भज जनरंजना जशोदानंदन भज जनरंजना जमुना तीरा बनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी श्री प्रभुपाद की हरिनाम संकीर्तन की गौर परमानंदे। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जना शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिने इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नीलाचलनिवासाय नित्याय परमात्मने बलभद्र सुभद्राभ्यां जगन्नाथाय ते नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा battery finish. Off. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So today morning I was supposed to go to New Navadvip Dham. I went to airport, but my flight could not leave. It was cancelled because weather not good. So now, very soon we are going to celebrate the world's best and biggest festival, Jagannath Rath Yatra. So this festival is very, very special. This festival is very, very special, unique festival. So because this is the only festival which started from Jagannath Puri, where the Lord leaves altar and comes out on the street. Otherwise, as per rule, once a deity installed, that's it. No more deity should be moved out of the altar. But that is exception in case of Lord Jagannath. Even if Jagannath deity, I think, will be the biggest size deity, a heavy deity, but this ceremony takes place like that. Because Jagannath is very, very merciful. Jagannath came specifically to deliver the fallen souls of Kali Yuga. Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, people who are not so fallen, not so sinful. So that kind of Bhagavan came, who by giving little mercy can deliver the living entities. But Kali Yuga, people are more fallen. That's a most merciful Bhagavat Swarup has to come down to deliver us. This Rath Yatra festival does not take place only Rath Yatra day. To come to this point of celebrating Rath Yatra in Puri, there are many other things connected to Rath Yatra. According to them and according to their Skanda Puran, Purshottam Mahatma, the Rath Yatra celebration starts from Akshaya Tritiya. Because Akshaya Tritiya is the day they start making the chariots. So very interestingly, whatever happens in Jagannath Puri related to Jagannath, nowhere on the earthly planet we can copy them or we can do like that. Every aspect of the celebration is very unique. How the woods are brought, how they are worshipped, how they start carving. Every year, you must have seen the gigantic size of the chariots, like big mountain. And every year they make a new chariot. And the specific description in scriptures, according to that, each chariot has to have a specific wheels, specific height, specific color of the cloth, and Parshva Devatas specific has to be there, the Sarathi has to be there. There is one book published called Ratha Jatra. And in that book you will find everything. What is the meaning of Ratha? Since when Ratha Yatra started? What is the history behind it? And why Rath Yatra taking place? What is the reason for this Rath Yatra? Why Bhagavan leaves his temple and go to Gundicha temple? All these very mysterious subject matters you can find in this book, Rath Yatra. So Rath Yatra includes a series of festivities which starts from Akshaya Tritiya, then on Snan Purnima. When you celebrated Snan Purnima in America, yesterday or today? In America also. In India, day of yesterday, maybe. Huh? Purnima, okay. Called Snan Purnima. So everybody knows the Snan Purnima. But many people that do not know this is the appearance day of Lord Jagannath. Just like we have Janmashtami, Ram Navami, Vaman Dadasi, Gaur Purnima. But this is called Snan Purnima. Jagannath is very, very merciful. He is so merciful to deliver the fallen living entities like us. He leaves Ratna Singhasana and comes on the street. He is so merciful. Jagannath is the only one Bhagavat Sarup who manifests without eyelid, so that he will never close his eyes. So constantly he can distribute his mercy, merciful glance upon the fallen living entities like us. Jagannath is merciful. Jagannath is the only deity, the only temple on the whole planet that who is worshipped by high class Brahmanas and most low class untouchable tribals called Sabaraj. He is Jagannath. That's why he is known as Patita Pavana. Jagannath is very, very merciful because he came with very simple process which will deliver people. What is his simple process? Lord Chaitanya came, Krishna came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, seeing that we are very fallen, we are lazy people, we cannot do dhyana, tapasya, tyaga. All you do chant Hare Krishna. But then Krishna realized these people are super lazy. When they go for chanting Hare Krishna, they fall sleepy. Right? How many of you chant Hare Krishna? How many of you fall sleepy? More or less, sometimes. Then Jagannath came with, okay, come. I have a process, you will not fall sleepy. What is that process? Just eat Mahaprasad, go back to Godhead. That is Jagannath's mercy. That's why taking Mahaprasad. You'll go only pick up Japamala, you may fall sleepy. Mahaprasad plate comes, and no question of falling sleepy. But in this way, there are many, in the Rathayatra book, I have mentioned, Rathayatra book or Sri Jagannath book somewhere. It's one chapter. The magnanimity of Lord Jagannath. There are many aspects of his munificent nature. But the one best thing that I like with Jagannath is, in Ram Navami, you do fasting up to what? Up to noon. Gaur Purnima, you do fasting up to evening. Janmashtami, you do fasting up to Snan Purnima, you do fasting? No fasting. For all other Bhagavat Sarup, you have to do fasting. Jagannath knows we are lazy people, super lazy, we don't like to do fasting. That's why Rath Yatra, no fasting. Snan Purnima, no fasting. No festivals of Jagannath, there is fasting systems. Because he is eating God. He is not fasting God. So Prabhupada gave us the two best gods. One Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, dancing God, and one Jagannath, eating God. So the process of Krishna consciousness is chant, dance, eat prasadam, go back to Godhead. Simple process. Huh? Sometimes I think Bhagavan so merciful gave us such a simple process. Still, if we cannot make it in this life, that means we are really unfortunate. Isn't it? Bhagavan is so merciful. He is giving us chance that you cannot avoid going back to Godhead. You cannot afford not going back to Godhead. You must go back to Godhead. So merciful. Bhagavan came As Jagannath inside the temple, very merciful, waiting for us with wide open eyes to cast his merciful glance. And when he comes out of the temple, he becomes more merciful. Rathe Bamanam Dustya Punarjanma na vidyate. Then when he goes to Gundicha temple, he becomes most merciful. In Jagannath temple, he is merciful. On the chariot, he is more merciful. In Gundicha temple, he is most merciful. How many of you been to Puri? Oh, all of you, most of you. You have been to Jagannath Gundicha temple? Have you taken darshan of Jagannath Gundicha temple? The glory of darshan of Gundicha temple, Shastra mentions, you go to Jagannath temple 10,000 times, you take darshan for 10 years. What result you get? One darshan in the Gundicha temple, same result you will get. It's so glorious. It's so glorious. This is Rath Yatra, and because Gundicha temple is birthplace of Lord Jagannath. After that is Gundicha Mandir called Sundarachal. Jagannath Mandir is Nilachal. Gundicha temple is non-different from Vrindavan, Madhurya Bhava. Jagannath temple is non-different from Dwaraka, Aishwarya Bhava. So once a year, Bhagavan, he goes to Gundicha temple, to his birthplace. There is one pastime in Sri Jagannath book, that pastime is mentioned, that there was a devotee called Indra Swami. Every day he used to take darshan of Lord Jagannath. Never he will miss Lord Jagannath darshan. At one point that he heard that Rath Yatra will come, Jagannath will leave temple. But he did not believe. He said, no, I don't believe that Jagannath will leave temple, because Shastra says, Jagannath himself said, I will never leave this place. Even if my temple will not be there, I will be there. The Nilachala, Nilagiri is my eternal abode. I will never leave this place. You foolish people, you are thinking Jagannath will leave? Never will leave. Big chariot construction is going on. Preparation is going on. But he claims you may do preparation, build a big chariot, but Jagannath will not come out of the temple. That is strong conviction. But he was surprised. The Rath Yatra day came. They took Jagannath out of the temple. Then he said, oh, you may take him out of the temple, put on chariot. But I am sure chariot will not move from this place. And after some time he saw people are pulling chariot and chariot left. Still he is not convinced. He said, hey, you may take, but Jagannath must be inside the temple. So next day, then he came to take darshan of Jagannath. Then he came to take darshan of Jagannath, entered the temple. Then he could not see Lord there. And there was a Bhairav, very fearsome personality in temple. Then Indra Swami said, hey, who are you? Why are you scaring me? I came to take darshan of Jagannath. And Bhairav said, no, Jagannath is no more here. These 7 days, I will be here to protect his Singhasan. If you want to take darshan of Jagannath, you have to go to Gundicha temple. Still he did not believe. He went to sleep. At night time, Jagannath came in his dream. Then he said, oh, my dear devotee Indra Swami, you don't believe that I have gone, but in reality I have gone there. Because I had promised when I appeared, Jagannath appeared in a Gundicha temple called Mahabedi. In Jagannath temple where Jagannath sits called Ratna Bedi. Gundicha temple called Mahabedi or Adapa Mandap. They are the first yajna King Indradimna he has done in that area. Indradumna Sarovar is there. There is the place where Narada Muni brought Narasingha deity. Then that Narasingha deity is also there. So Jagannath told him that when I left Gundicha temple, that time there are personalities who protect Yajna, called Yajna Rakhis. So they started to cry, they came, fell on my feet. Oh my Lord, our Lords, you are leaving us. We cannot get your darshan. We will be separated from you. So, being merciful upon them, I had promised them that once a year I will come to give you darshan. So, for keeping my promise from Jagannath, from Sri Mandir, I go to Gundicha temple. This is one reason. Of course, another reason could be when Jagannath deity manifested, Jagannath asked King Indradumna, I am very pleased with you, I want to give you some boon. Then Indradumna asked 3 boons. Out of 3 boons, one is that you please bless me. I will have no son. Jagannath says, what is that? Everybody pray me to get son, you don't want son. Then king said, yes. Because if I have a son and I have built this big temple, then my son will claim this is my father's temple. So I don't want that kind of things. Then Lord Jagannath said, Tathastu, let it be so. And king was very happy. King was happy, but his wife was standing there. What is his wife's name? Any of you know Indradumna's wife's name? Gundicha. She started to cry. Gundicha, her name is Gundicha. She started to cry. She said, oh my Lord, what kind of boon are you giving? You are giving blessings or you are cursing us? I will have no son. I become aputrika, then who will do our Shraddha ceremony? What will happen? Then Lord said, because Indradumna asked, I have already given the boon, I cannot take it back. But you don't be worried. I will act as your son. I will do Shraddha ceremony. Since then, till today, on Mahalaya Tithi, Jagannath goes to do the Shraddha ceremony in the form of Madan Mohan, of Gundicha Devi and Indradumna. Then also, Jagannath said that once a year I will come to your temple. So that is one reason why Jagannath, that is it is called, we call Ratha Yatra. But India, in Puri, they call Gundicha Jatra. They call it Ghosha Jatra. There are different name of this Ratha Yatra, just like Puri has a different name. Nilachala Dham, Nilagiri, Purshottam Kshetra, Dasavatar Kshetra, a few others name also. So Puri is very mysterious place, very ancient and mysterious place. The way it manifested, Puri Dham manifested, the way the temple is constructed, the way the deity manifested, installed by Lord Brahma. So everything is very unique. So this Snan Purnima day is very, very important. From Snan Purnima, the next 15 days, after 15 days, next 15 days, then door will remain closed. Also, when the first deity manifested, the log of wood came floating in the ocean, and king came to know through dream, then collected that wood, and no carpenter could make the deity. Then one Maharana, one carpenter came, said, I will make it. One old carpenter. You keep this wood, I'll stay in the room for 14 days or 15 days. Don't open. No, no, for 21 days. For 21 days, don't open the door. If you open the door, then deity will remain incomplete. So he was working inside the temple. So there some sound was coming, tuk, 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 tuk. Work is going. On 15th day, no sound came. Then everybody became worried, especially the queen became very worried. He told king, you please open the door, see what happened, the old carpenter, maybe he died inside, something happened. King did not want to open, but she forced him to open. Then when they opened on the 15th day, they saw the deity is in this condition, then they thought it's incomplete. So king became very sad that why I opened the door. Then unseen sound vibration said, no, no, this is my farm. In this farm you worship me. Then that was the farm. So 15 days. So in Puri, they consider these 15 days as fever pastimes. Jagannath go through fever pastimes. That time they keep the door closed. From today Purnima day up to day for Rath Yatra, it is very inauspicious to see the deities. Very inauspicious. In Orissa, not to speak of temple deities, in our house deities, in a restaurant, wherever there is Jagannath, they'll put some cloth or some paper. It's very inauspicious. So, these 15 days also, they remodeling the deity. Deity is wooden deity covered with different layers of cloths. They will remove everything, chandan, agur, all kinds of things. They make that body, transcendental body of the Lord, and no chemicals used. All the black color, red color, white color you see, they are not any company Asian paint or anything like that. They are all made from organic things, some leaves, things like that. You have a very interesting way. The 15 days, I have published one book, Sri Mandir. There I think I have mentioned what happens these 15 days. What happens Jagannath Puri is not possible anywhere we can copy that. Like Rath Yatra, specific day, because Jagannath has told on this tithi, Asad Maina, month of Asad, Shukla Paksha, and Titya, Ditya Tithi, that day you take me out on the street. My point is, we have in Vedic culture, we strictly follow the Muhurta and Tithi. Because that day, if you observe something, you get the best result. Like if I do fasting on Panchami Tithi, I don't get Ekadashi Vrata result. Isn't that it? Huh? Janmashtami, I observe Janmashtami in December. Will I get Janmashtami result? The same way, the Puri Pandas and King, they argue with us because we do Rath Yatra any day during the year. They are very much upset with us. That's why we have big tussle with them, big agitation in all over Orissa. Then we had compromised with them. At least in India, we observe one day. India throughout year we were doing Rath Yatra. Now we stopped that. And that one day, we do Rath Yatra. If they do Rath Yatra other day, we do with Krishna Balaram, but not Jagannath. Because they claim Jagannath told these things. Take me out on this tithi. So on this tithi, he is in his special mood. His merciful glance fall on people, they will be delivered. So they follow very strictly. But because we have all over the world temples, it is not practical to follow government rules, regulations, weather problems. But the Snan Purnima, the indoor program, which can be observed on same day. Oh, we told Puri king that how can we do, we don't get holiday, this, that. Then they made a compromise, he made a compromise, others accept or not, I don't know. He said, okay, from Rath Yatra day until Jagannath enter into the temple, that will like 11, 12 days. Between this period, any day you do Rath Yatra. India, I think they do like that. Not, they cannot do on Rath Yatra day, the 12 days period you do Rath Yatra. But they all demand at least Snan Purnima you do same day. They are feel very hot that we are misusing the tradition in the name of preaching. The Snan Purnima is not outdoor program. You are observing Janmashtami, same day you observe Snan Purnima. Then after Snan Purnima, close the door. Then Rath Yatra you do, they don't say you do any day, but that can be compromised. Then Rath Yatra day, you take the deity out of the altar, in the temple room or in your courtyard somewhere, do little bit Rath Yatra. That specific tithi is followed. So then we become more traditional. More traditional people will develop more respect, faith on us if you develop traditional. So that's why many places I have told in America, in UK, we have no policy ruled passed like that in ISKCON, but devotees on their own understanding the importance of following tradition to become more in line and to get the good result. As I said, on specific tithi, otherwise why tithi system is there? Muhurta is there, tithi is there. That will give good results. So as I said, it starts from Akshaya Tritiya, then Snan Purnima. Snan Purnima, nice pastime took place, how Jagannath manifested his Ganesh form. Yesterday we had a program. I spoke this pastime in Dauji Prabhu's house. Then happens Navajovana Bes. On 14th day, the door will open, Jagannath will manifest his new youthful form, Navajovana Bes. One nice pastime took place, how Maharaj came to take darshan, that pastime is there. In Sri Jagannath book you can find that. Then now I'll tell one story, pastime of Pahandi Vijay. Pahandi means Pahunda. In Oriya they call it Pahunda. Every step we put forward, known as Pahandi. Pahunda is called Pahandi Vijay. There's two kinds of Pahandi Vijay. One is Goti Pahandi, one is Dhadi Pahandi. Goti Pahandi means they bring one deity, put on the chariot, then go bring another deity. Dhadi Pahandi means all three deities they come in a line. Dhadi means a line. So there is one pastime in regards to this Pahandi Vijay. When that time Muslim king was ruling, in Delhi there was a tailor called Paramesti, very ugly looking person. He had a haunch on his back, but he was very good in stitching clothes. So Badshah, this king of Delhi, ordered him to make 2 pillows. He gave him nice velvet cloth with embroidery, everything beautiful. He said, make very nice pillow for me, 2 pillows. This Paramesti, he was preparing 2 pillows. One pillow completed, another pillow almost complete. And he was thinking, oh, so nice pillows. And this Muslim fellow will enjoy. How nice it would be if I could offer to my Lord. Lord could use like this. He has a very intense desire. Then what happened? Then when he was making this pillow, he fell sleepy. In his dream he saw that day the Rath Yatra taking place in Puri. And all the pandas, Daitapatis, the Jagannath date is very heavy. Sudarshan, Subhadra, they carry on the shoulder. But Jagannath, what to carry? Cannot lift. Have you seen Rath Yatra time? How they bring Jagannath? They put a rope at the bottom. They drag him. Yeah, they put a rope at the bottom and on top also. 15, 20 people dragging and 15 people pulling back. Then 10 people will be lifting. Like they put. Lift and put, lift and put. So that time they used to have a pillow where they put Jagannath deity. At one point, they put Jagannath heavily, the pillow bursted. So all the cotton flew to the sky. There is no pillow. So everybody got worried what to do. This Paramesti sing in his dream that Jagannath extended his hand. He said, hey, give me one pillow. In his dream he sing that. In his dream he gave the pillow. But when he woke up, he saw the one pillow is missing. So he became very worried. The king has ordered 2 pillows. 1 pillow is gone. Then he remembered the dream. He was very happy. Oh, my Lord has taken my pillow. Very happy. Then that day, one man came from king asking, oh Paramesti, have you prepared the pillows? The king is calling you. And Paramesti went with 1 pillow and gave 1 pillow. King said, what 1 pillow? Where is another pillow? I gave you order for 2 pillows. Then he kept quite very scared. Tell me what happened to another pillow? Oh my Lord, I made 2 pillows, but 1 pillow taken by Jagannath. What? Who is this Jagannath? Then he described Jagannath is Bhagavan, Puri Rath Yatra taking place. Then he said, Puri is so far, and you are saying your Lord extended hand and you gave pillow to his hand. How can he extend his hand from Puri to Delhi? Then he said, yes, he is Bhagavan. Actually, his hand is very long. In this universe, whatever is happening, his hand is there behind it. Then the Muslim fellow become very angry. Oh, your Bhagavan is so big, so great, but his hand is so long. He took my pillow. Then he ordered, arrest this hunched guy. This fellow, tie his hand and leg, put him into jail, dark room, let me see. If his God can come and take my pillow, let him come and release him. Then he was arrested, put into jail. Poor fellow, he did service to Jagannath, end up in jail. But he still has faith. Sukhe dukhe bhulo na ka, badane hari naam karare. Inside jail chanting Rama, Banavali, Krishna, Hari. But Jagannath became very worried. If by serving me, people put in the jail, then nobody will come to serve me. I have to save my devotee. Then chariot stopped. Then midnight, then he saw Lord Jagannath came and that place become filled with very effulgent light. Then this Hans Paramesti was released from the shackle, become very beautiful. Hans shackle, then his Lord Jagannath came and he patted him from his back. Oh, Paramesti, when he patted his back, and then Hans also disappeared. And he said, don't be worried. As long as I have Sudarshan Chakra in my hand, my devotee will never be vanquished. Tomorrow before sunrise, you will be released. And he gave prasadam to him. He took prasadam, was very happy. In the same time, Badshah saw in his dream that one deep black personality came and whipping him. And they saying, what? You arrested my devotee because he gave me pillow, the father's property. You know who put you on this position? I have made you king. And you are beating my devotee. Tomorrow morning before sunrise, you better release him. If you don't release, all your family members will be destroyed, killed. Then that personality disappeared in his dream. Then when king woke up, then he's thinking, oh, I saw a very bad dream. One black fellow came beating me. He thought he's seeing bad dream. He thought like that. After some time, he felt a pain all over his body. Then he said, why my body is paining? Then he looked, there's a mark of his weeping. Then he became very worried. Then he realized this is not a dream. This Bhagavan, Hindu Bhagavan came. Then immediately he ran to the jail. There he saw that Paramarshi sitting chanting Rama Banamali Krishna. And he fell at his feet. He said, Aapka Bhagavan Sacha Bhagavan hai. That your Bhagavan is real Bhagavan. Then he described the whole story. Then he released him, he put a turban on his head, made him to climb on elephant. With big procession, he brought him to his house. So this is the pastimes of Pahandi Vijay. Then there more and more pastimes are there. But the point is, interesting point here to observe is, okay, Paramast is great devotee. He was favored by Jagannath. But the Muslim fellow is a devotee. But he saw Jagannath in his dream. How many of you have seen Jagannath in dream? I am 47 years old, 68 years old. I am from Puri. I have never seen him in dream. But this Muslim fellow, I saw him in dream. One interesting pastime, similar pastime also took place in our Rajapur Jagannath. In Mayapur, we have 5 years old Jagannath. Same way also, this log of wood came floating Ganga river. The same date is there. One pastime took place. One day, one of our pujari, and after noon bhog offering, there is a rickshawala. He gave some prasad to rickshawala. Rickshawala he was a Hindu, but he had a Muslim friend. So he gave some prasad to Muslim. And this Muslim fellow, he threw prasad. He said, we don't take these idol foods, and this gunna is sin for us. He threw it. And Pujari felt very sad. He threw Jagannath prasad. The Muslim fellow, what can I do? And one day after, that Muslim fellow came. He said, Prabhu, he had brought some rice, dal, oil, salt. He said, please cook this, offer to your Bhagavan and give me prasad. And Pujari became very angry. Get out from here. That day you threw prasad, again you are coming. And Muslim fellow said, no, Prabhu, that day you threw this Jagannath prasad. You know what happened that day? What happened? In my dream, your 3 Bhagavan came in dream. And this white one very angry. And punching me, slapping me on my face. Very angry. But the black one is good. Black one says, hey, don't beat him. But the middle one, the yellow one, she is saying, beat him more. Throw my brother's prasad, beat him more. Prabhu, I am very scared. Please give some prasadam. So I think this Muslim fellow, what he is eating, nobody knows. No affordability principles, no chanting, no Mangal Arati. But he got so much blessed by Lord Jagannath. Once a Muslim lady, old lady came to our temple. She told Pujari, she has brought on a mirror. He said, oh Prabhu, I have brought this mirror for Jagannath. Pujari asked, you are Muslim, why are you offering this? And she said that I have a grandson, from birth he is blind. So I had prayed your Bhagavan. Village people know, they don't see Hindu, Muslim, they want to get their job done. Doesn't matter who does it for them. They have faith. With good faith, he said, I prayed your Bhagavan. If my son can see, you give his open his eyes, then I'll give you a mirror, you can see your face with that mirror. Simple faith. Then he said, I had prayed your Bhagavan, now my grandson can see something. So you please take this mirror. The point is that's why in Orissa they say, Vishwasa milaya vastu tarke bahudur. If you faith, then Bhagavan. That's why Rupa Goswami is saying, Ado Shraddha. Shraddha sabde Vishwasa kahe Suddrida Nischay. Krishna Bhakti kaile Sarva Karma Sriddhaya. So unfortunately, this Kali Yug and especially this social media Yug has come up. So many bad things we have to hear. We have to see about our religion, about Bhagavan, about many things. Very easy to lose your faith on Bhagavan. All nasty things people are talking about. So we have to be very careful for that. So you have Balaram book. So I have published few books. Sri Jagannath, many sweet pastime. Maybe your table or store could have some books. Then Rath Yatra, and one Narasingha book. All Narasingha book finished. Then Narasingha, all from all different Puranas, everything about Narasingha will find there. Then one new book, when Sri Mandir, very book, Sri Mandir book also available here in this store. That you will find everything about Jagannath temple. And Radharani, of course, many of you might have heard about Radharani, the only book on the planet where many sweet pastimes and Radharani Tattva is there. Recently, by the mercy of Lord Balaram, during Gaur Purnima time, this Balaram book has been manifested, this book Balaram. So we have few books, Prabhu has few books. Where are the books? If any of you want, you can collect this book, Balaram. And other books are there, if you need 2-3 each copies. So what now 10 minutes we have. I want to spend this 10 minutes by showing some video clippings on tribal care initiative. ISKCON has started before you. What I do? This tribal care initiative, this one, I'll click. So, you see, ISKCON, we have been preaching on big cities, very good. City people are blessed. Then when Namahatta preaching program started, then we went to all the villages. They become blessed. Then my Guru Maharaj, Srila Jayapataka Swami Maharaj thought that why only city people and village people? What about the people dwelling in forest and mountain? They're the most qualified people to get mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The best quality to receive mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is you have to become simple and humble. And all of us, we know how struggle we have to go through. To become simple is not so easy. To become humble is not so easy. Tribal people are organically simple and humble. And thousands of these tribal people, they are getting converted to other religion. Because we don't take care of them. So we started this tribal care. We created a trust, India Tribal Care Trust. For many villages, we are in 9 states, we are doing our activities in deep forest, opening a school, health care, prayer halls in every village, making them chant Hare Krishna. So this tribal care activity is going on. And we are giving free education. We have 18 schools, 149 Patsalas, and also we have Gurukul, we have hostels. So people are very worried in India. Sanatana Dharma is in big danger. People living, tribals becoming Christians. In 3 states, 90% Northeast, 90% become Christians. But we are sure if we give little bit help to this tribal people, we'll stop this conversion. So that's why giving the free education, free food. Now Rath Yatra happening, everywhere they are doing Rath Yatra. So it's not so expensive, little bit, they are not so much after money, little bit care. One child education for whole year cost only $120, that's it. Because of lack of that money, they're just roaming in the forest without any education. But they're very good memory they have. We have seen these tribal children, we brought them from this jungle, no orphanage. And in 1 year they have memorized 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita, Brahma Sangita, Damadarastaka, Gopi Geet, everything. No? So, and also lodging, boarding only $250 per year. We can sponsor one child, and how much we are spending for our children. In comparison, that is nothing. And Shastra says, if we help others for vidya, for education, your children will become very wise and educated also. That reciprocation will happen. So I'll show you 2-3 video clippings, 2-3 minutes each, to make you understand what is all this about. Hare Krishna.